Lovelies and welcome back. So happy that you could join me. Now we can spend this time together. My dog is here with me. I've been really trying to find the right words to express myself in the best possible way for this video. So in the beginning where my dog was here and like being all cute, it's not in like this specific video, but I'll insert the clips maybe now or maybe at the end for you guys to see. Because I think, I don't know, I'm just obsessed with my dog. And I really want to be specific with the words that I use and how I express myself because this message is a little bit different from my past messages. And I think it's all about balance. I'm all about being very structured, very serious in a way. I'm very determined to live the life where I think is the healthiest, the most illuminated, and the most aligned to divinity in a way. But I think everything is good and balanced. And this past weekend, I was really able to connect with the past version of myself that really enjoyed having a good time and expressing myself freely and enjoying others and appreciating others and dancing. I basically spent the past 2 days in a bikini, with a little skirt but in a bikini, dancing filled with glitter in the street. I'm a big advocate for a sober life, but I did drink a little bit this past weekend, and I think that little bit went a long way because I had the ultimate, funniest time with my one of my best friends in the street, just dancing, meeting up with so many past friends, and meeting up with so much people, and it was just so fun. And I think the message that I actually want to talk about is I did something that my version nowadays would probably really overthink doing, but there's a version of myself that still lives within me of like a little bit of a crazy party girl that is now very centered and more mature, I have to say. But I realized that there was a little version of me. Maybe I'll describe that version of me to you guys so you guys can understand. When I was younger, okay, more context. My Venus sign, that is like the ruler of relationships, is in Aries. And basically, what that means is that I'm very prone to expressing myself romantically in very straightforward and kind of expansive ways. And I think that version of myself was a little bit dormant. I was more like a overthinking, more serious type of analytic way about engaging in relationships. And I don't know if it was the universe and the vibes and the carnival vibes rubbing off on me, or if I was just able to connect with that version of myself that did that. And I have to say something to you guys. It goes a little bit hand in hand with the video that I talk about us not waiting for people to come after us and being like the deer in the headlights and us becoming like the cheetah that is going after the other cheetah and feeling empowered and powerful and just hot, sexy, and capable of expressing romantic feelings without the fear of getting hurt and without the fear of rejection, which I think was something that I cherished so profoundly within myself that I lost a little bit after a heartbreak and a little bit after realizing that not everybody has your best interest at heart. But I realized that I think I'm falling in love with life, I'm falling in love with people, and I'm falling in love with having fun. I was falling in love with structure and stability because I feel like that was something that I maybe liked a little bit in the past few years, and I'm getting closer to the stability within having fun. And I think my life was so lacking stability that that's what I needed to enhance in my life. But now that I have all the stability that I desired, even though I'm going through some personal things, and this past weekend felt a little bit like a reintegration of myself and finding the stability within the unknown and in the uncertainty and in the most random and crazy scenarios maybe. But I realized that I did something this past month that really is setting my heart on fire. I feel like my heart was like a little bit of a block of ice after being like a bright shining sun for years. It kind of got a little bit frozen and a little bit shady, and I feel like the sun within my heart is ready to shine again, and I'm ready to fall in love. I feel like this past weekend kind of felt like a little bit of like a bachelor's weekend, like before people get married, that they go and like they have a lot of fun. But for me, it was a little bit different because I was single, so the fun was a little bit different. But I texted someone in a little bit of like a random way. That is something I have been doing the past few months with a few people, and but now I think I'm taking it a little bit more seriously because I think I found someone. I don't want to be too intense and be like I found someone that I really enjoy, but I found someone that I think is really worth getting to know. And I expressed myself in a way that really reminded myself of me as a teenager, where I used to tell every single guy that I had a crush on that I had the biggest crush on him, and I used to be very upfront, which goes very hand in hand with my Venus sign because it's very about being passionate and expansive and just bold in my romantic pursuit and my romantic actions. And I feel like the fear of getting rejected held me back in the past, but I'm not scared anymore. I feel safe, and I feel like that I found someone that I can be safe with, and even if it's not that person, I feel safe to love. So even if I get rejected by that person that I'm currently interested in, I think I might not even give a fuck. And I think that's the power that I've regained in knowing my worth, knowing that to be in a relationship with me is phenomenal. I had forgotten a little bit because I was so focused on my relationship with myself that I forgot how amazing I am in relationships. So maybe that's a little bit of a reminder to find back that power within yourself because I feel like we have so much to appreciate ourselves for, and we're so fantastic in so many ways that people would be lucky to have us. And that's the feeling that I had when I was a teenager. I felt like people would be so lucky to have me and so excited to be loved by me that I just love them profoundly, deeply, and in a way, in a vulnerable way of expressing my feelings. And I'm happy I could connect with that best version of myself. I'm happy I could be out in the street wearing glitter and bikinis and making out with the hottest strangers that I found and just expressing myself in a more free and outgoing way. And I think that's it. I've been trying to record this and trying to find the right message, and I feel like sometimes there's not a right message. There's just, it is what it is. And I hope that this could have empowered you. I don't know if you guys, your Venus sign is very different from mine, and you guys are not the most outgoing and expressive people. But I have to say, cherish the people that are pursuing you and cherish the power in you being the pursuer sometimes and expressing yourselves, and don't be scared. It's something that I felt when I was pursuing and starting a relationship with my past ex-boyfriend, that I was really out there. I called him one day when I was super drunk and we had the funniest talk on the phone. And yesterday I called someone when I was very drunk. They didn't pick up, thank God, because I honestly started calling and I was like, I really thought the universe was telling me to call. And I was like, should I call? Like, isn't this a little outlandish of me to be calling? But I called and they didn't pick up. I honestly, after a little bit of calling, I was like, hang up, like, hopefully they don't pick up because it was actually pretty scary, but it was felt empowering for whatever reason that may be. And I think, okay, let's close out the message in a powerful way. The right people will never think that you're too much. The right people will think that you're just enough and just the right amount of extravagance. And if people are not appreciating your bold gestures, your expansive way of loving and expressing yourself and just living your life to the fullest and not being scared of anything, not holding yourself back and just really going and doing what you desire and following your heart, they're not the right person for you. And the person that will appreciate you for everything that you are will find you. And the right doors will close for the right ones to open. So let's just express ourselves, be fucking fulfilled, and be fabulous. and just overall the best and most authentic version of ourselves, because that will be the right thing to attract the right person. If we're living a little bit like not shining bright in the fear of blinding people, then we won't find the people that shine bright with us and that appreciate our sun. Let's not be shade for anybody else to be comfortable. Let's be sun, and the right person will just put on some glasses, or they might just shine as bright as you. And then your light and their light together can shine brighter. And don't dim yourself for anybody, please. I know that I have, and it's never worth it. So, love you. Sorry for the random message, but let's just be fabulous and express our hearts and our loves to the fullest, because there's nothing as phenomenal as a person that isn't afraid to love you and to love themselves and to open themselves up to love. I feel like I was needing that. I was very closed off, and I think I'm finally ready. So, yay. Love you. See you soon.